Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Carolyn Bellars. I work at the Dreadnought team at MoD Abbey Wood, and I plan today to give you a short overview of the programme. Dreadnought started off around 2007. It is a programme to replace the 4 Vanguard-class ballistic missile submarines to carry the independent nuclear deterrent. And they ensure that the government can maintain the commitment to the continuous at-sea deterrent. So going back to 2007 when things started, when Parliament voted to support the government's plans to renew the deterrent. Between 2007 and 2011, there were a series of concept studies forming up the programme and doing the early foundation work. The key point came in the programme around 2011 with the launch of a 5-year-long assessment phase, the main purpose of which was to design the submarine, a wholly new submarine. In 2006, there was another vote in Parliament, and following this, in September 2016, the MoD signed the first contract for the delivery of the first submarine, initiating construction at Barrow-in-Furness. And a really pivotal moment came in October when the Queen approved the name HMS Dreadnought for the first of class. Now, this is a really important day in the programme, and our Defence Secretary at the time, Sir Michael Fallon, is there cutting steel. And really, that is the moment where the programme is, I think there's an emotional commitment to the submarine at that point. We've got, the name has arrived. There are hundreds of people up in Barrow-in-Furness as we speak, starting at the manufacture of the submarine. So, as this is a supply chain conference, I want to talk about who are the main parties who are involved in the delivery of the programme. Starting with the Ministry of Defence, we are both the customer to industry, providing the contracts, but also with the design authority, and we act as a supplier of government-furnished equipment into the builders. Next, very importantly, BAE Systems up at Barrow-in-Furness. This is the heart of the programme, where the design and the build will all be carried out. Moving along to Rolls-Royce Derby, another critical supplier who are responsible for the design and manufacture of the nuclear propulsion system. Then moving on to Babcock, their role is to manage the transition into the in-service phase and put in place the comprehensive in-service support arrangements that we require. Lastly, and really quite fundamentally, is our relationship with the US Department of Defence. We have a direct government-to-government arrangement for the supply of the common missile compartment. It's common as in the same as rather than lots of. So by having the same design as far as we possibly can, we're looking to provide cost-effective solutions for both nations. I always like it when we put up a financial slide. I think it helps us to get things into perspective and make us really think about the importance of this programme to the country. It's not a short-term programme. It's about preparing for the threats of the future, taking the capability out into the 2050s and beyond. It's easily comparable with many other of the mega projects within UK government. High Speed 2 at 25 billion or Crossrail at 15 billion. So over the next 35-year life of the programme, we're expecting to spend an estimated cost of 31 billion. So I think you can do the maths and work out roughly that's, we're looking at just under £1 billion a year of annual expenditure. Now then, this one is for the technically minded in the room, and some interesting facts and figures on the programme. So, as I mentioned before, Dreadnought is not just an updated Vanguard, it's a whole new design. addressing advances in threats, meeting the latest safety requirements, and using new production strategies, modular production, to advance and speed up the build of the platform. So some key facts and figures. Now, depending on how you like to measure length, Dreadnought is 152 metres long. You could think of that as the length of 3 Olympic swimming pools or 15 London double-decker buses. It's quite a lot in terms of length, considerably larger than Astute. It has a displacement of 17,000 tonnes, the largest boat ever built for the Royal Navy. It will have a crew complement of 130. This includes many skills, a doctor, some chefs, as well as the highly skilled engineers who will, deliver and manage the systems on board. And most interestingly and fascinatingly for me, 42 kilometres of pipes, but even more impressive, 347 kilometres of cabling. Now, the important thing for a supply chain conference is how do you get involved in the supply chain? So to start off, the MoD has placed contracts with BAE Systems and Rolls-Royce for the production phase under the DP1 contracts. And there are already hundreds of suppliers across the UK that are working on the Dreadnought supply chain. So Dreadnought is providing employment opportunities and development prospects for a huge number of apprentices, trainees and graduates, which are helping to train and develop our workforce of the future. In terms of getting involved, please come along to the stand at E6, which is the MoD stand. We have got further information there about how to find out about the subcontracts, there's different tier levels of activities. Come and talk to the colleagues. I hope many of you have already done so at this point today, but please come along and find out about how we advertise those opportunities and how you can get more involved in the programme. Thank you.